All right, then. Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you were
Welcome.
drinking coffee, so I had to say something. You good?
Yes, I am. I just needed that.
I know
that
the
kick. Coffee, where interesting conversations happening online. I think out of every, well, some of the interesting ones, the Agatha Amata, Fred Amata conversation got our attention over the week. And that was because, or that was after Fred Amata, who is an actor, came on his socials, or I think Instagram, posting a video of his ex-wife, Agatha Amata, walking down the aisle with his daughter, or with their daughter, right? And, you know, he called her out, or, over, how he felt about it, that, I mean, he's here, he's alive. Why would she be the one to walk the daughter down the aisle? Yes, they've had their issues, but he also mentioned that she held out on the wedding dates, and she held out on a lot of information or details about the wedding, and he was very aggrieved about not being a part of the wedding, and it sort of sparked a lot of conversation online. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this?
Wow. Where do you start from? There are a lot of wedding traditions, wedding cultures all around the world. One of the ones that sort of has connected a lot of different cultures is, the father of the bride walking the bride down the aisle, or at least presenting the bride to the groom. And, it's not every single time that the father is available. And in that case, sometimes an elder brother, an uncle, if they're available, does that particular duty, performs that duty. But I love that difference, that unique situation where a mother who has probably, in some cases, performed all the duties of a father, being there for her daughter and walking her to her new home. I don't think there's anything wrong with a mom walking daughter down the aisle. The same way I have this issue with, the whole dance with my father. Why
do you have an issue with it?
I don't. Can't I dance with my mom too at my wedding? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I would love to dance. I would have loved it if they had invited me to dance with my mom as well. The MC could have said, okay, dance with your mom too. I don't know why it's always father, daughter, and mother, son. Why? I just feel like there's some traditions that could be let go of. Now, there are other issues, like you've already mentioned, which I'll probably let Winfrey touch on. Because he obviously is aggrieved for a number of reasons.
Yeah, like I said, he's aggrieved on a number of things. One of the things he also mentioned, which of course, I mean, these issues have been lingering over the years, one of which was, also saying or giving attributes to his role in her show, The Inside Out with Agatha, how it was his intellectual property. Also talked about the role that he's played in her life. He made her who she was. Yeah, he said a whole lot of things.
Now I'm beginning to understand why there was a lot of information that was not given to this man. Right,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Okay, so I actually just, I mean, that aside, speaking on the general issue of walking down the aisle, not walking down the aisle, interestingly, recently, I was actually going through my wedding photos, and I'm like, why was my mother not by my side when I was walking down the aisle? Because I'm like, okay, exactly. There's the no, I guess it's a tradition, right? Yeah, the father hands over, no doubt. But at the same time, you cannot take away the place of a woman in the life, role of a child, right? I mean, my mom was there, my dad was there. So I'm like, not because of anything, not because of any slight or anything. Well, I'm like, why didn't I think about it to actually ask her? Because I've loved it if my dad and my mom actually walking down the aisle. And I mean, I've seen different situations where, that happens, where both parents walk down the aisle. I don't think, because as much as, yes, it's a thing that, the father hands over as, I mean, the head of the home, which is understandable and all of that. But it's not, I would say in that situation, it's not a big deal. Do you get? But I think what's most important is what the bride wants, right? Okay, also, the whole situation of dance with the mother, dance with the father. Do you understand? They do my dad and my daughter. So I think it's based on the whole idea of daughters are closer to their dads and sons closer to the mom because they do the mom and sons. Is that true? Yeah, but I think that's what it's based off. That's what I think it's based off, right? Yeah, and then the sons dance with the mother and all of that. But I mean, in my wedding, everybody danced together and all of that. So actually, in this particular situation, I think it's peculiar to the issue, right? Yeah. Because I mean, we don't have so much information about what's happening in the background. Then again, I think this is another issue that should be addressed. Why was it not addressed at the family? Yes. I mean, with the family, at the family meeting. Do you understand? And I don't feel like bashing the wife was the thing because the girl is a grown-up, the bride that is. Do you understand? I feel in the end of the day, what really happened was probably what she wanted to happen. And if you think about it, him literally attributing her success to him and all of that, it shows me as probably an overbearing father and all of that. So maybe she was really not ready for all that drama if all that information was actually held back. So this thing happens a lot of times where couples separate and then a lot of pressure is being put on the other, probably one of the spouses based on the children's situations or decisions and all of that. So I'll say she's a grown-up. If she wanted a father there, her father would be there. If she wanted a father to walk her down the aisle, maybe the mother may object if she wanted to, but it's still left to the daughter to decide, this is what I want.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So I'm just saying, the bride and her mom looked beautiful. Yeah. Right? They looked happy, they were smiling. So the term used in that post, abomination, I think is just a term that was hyperbole.
I would, you know,
I mean, but then again, you can't feel for him. But that's probably the way he felt and that's the way he expressed. Yeah. But I say it's the family issue. Please address it.
I know very much that, well, this is his ex-wife and, you know, children. So social media was not the best way or best mode or tool to use to express how you feel. Communicates with, you know, the people, you know, these are your family members regardless. And on that note, we'd like to hear your thoughts, guys. Do not forget to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. If this is some gist that you've caught up on social media, hit us up in the comments. The show continues shortly. We'll be right back. Stay with us.